Hi guys, welcome back to another session on portfolio building, especially if you are in as a part of product management thing. So during the entire session, we are going to be studying a lot of things. So how do you use the things that you're studying so that you can build an amazing portfolio that is eventually going to help you get a good job and perform well? Like, you know how important these days it is to have an amazing social media profile that really helps you, not just in terms of getting a good job, but also creating a good personal branding, because you know that attracts so many people out there. Okay, maybe somebody is looking forward to starting up and he might notice you that okay, you are doing amazing, so he might reach out to you. Sometimes recruiter reach out to you. So there are endless possibilities if you have a good profile, and building a profile is not a one day thing, rather it happens over the period of time. So if you focus on building a profile, sorry, portfolio, so maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but somewhere it's a long term game basically. So maybe not today, tomorrow, day after, but someday it hits you, and when it hits, it adds a lot of value in your life. So that is why we are going to be emphasizing on building a good portfolio. So let's get ahead and understand what are the things that we need to understand and how can you build an amazing portfolio. So I hope you are all excited, just like you were excited in the previous session. And if you're not excited, I'll make sure that by the end of the session, the information, the knowledge that you get makes you excited. Also, make sure to share this video with your friends and family, siblings, or whoever you think that it could be helpful to them, because it's really going to help them, not just if they're looking for job, but overall in their entire journey, professional journey. Okay. So before we get started, I would like to show you, this is an offer that a recruiter from Eli's Blue reached out to me a few days back. Okay, and he was offering me a senior product manager role. So, and this is by the way one of the offers, but I keep getting offers. So the question is, how do you make a profile on LinkedIn in a way that instead of you reaching out to recruiters, recruiters are reaching out to you? So what are those secret mantras? What are the tricks and tips and optimization that you do in your profile that makes your profile really amazing? So that is what we are going to be discussing in today's session, and understanding that how you can make an amazing portfolio, not just on LinkedIn, but any other platform that you think can be useful to you and you can leverage that. Okay, there are a lot of couple of platforms: YouTube, Medium, writing blogs and articles, and then Instagram. How can you, even if you're not posting professional content, but still how do you post an amazing content so that it creates a type of persona of you, that when somebody comes, how do they judge you, or at what type they look at you? So everything we are going to be decoding in today's session. Okay, the reason why recruiter reached out to me here is very simple, because my LinkedIn profile is optimized. But the question is, how do you optimize? That is what we are going to be understanding. Okay, so I'll talk about one, but when I talk about LinkedIn, so that will give you a sense of how you can optimize your Medium, Instagram, YouTube, or any other platform. And then Linktree is simply a place wherein you can put in all your work, maybe all your work, all your social media, everything can be inside Linktree. So let's see how it looks. Okay, so let's get started by optimizing LinkedIn. So there are 10 different things to be optimized on LinkedIn, and we'll be talking about all those 10 different things one by one. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to optimize on LinkedIn is your URL. Okay, so you see this URL. A lot of time when you go on LinkedIn, you will find people having random URLs. I'm not sure. Let's see if somebody, let's check out if somebody has a random URL. See, Abhishek CA31 does not make sense. And let's say if you want to share your profile with somebody, you share this, it does not look neat and clean. Okay. So when you are optimizing your profile, so make sure that you edit this URL. So you get an option to edit. Okay, I actually wanted to keep my URL something more than this. Maybe it could be Anubhav Mishra, product manager, product with Anubhav or something. But since I have already posted a lot of content, and now if I change my URL, so all the links would be dead. So that's the reason why I didn't change. But yeah, you can maybe optimize it based on what type of persona you want to create. Okay, and I'll also tell you the reason why it is important to change. Okay, but first let's see how do you change this URL. So simply you see this section me, click on this me section, go to your profile where we are right now. Okay, let's say in case you were on this home page, so you click on me, view profile, and then you see this section, public profile URL. Simply click on edit, okay, and you get option to edit your URL. You can simply edit your URL. So make sure that whatever you feel, okay, this will be by default, but for me it is Anubhav01, but for you it can be something more than that. Okay. So this is one of the ways how you can change your URL. Let's see what we have next. Okay. So why it is important to change your URL is, let's say I'm a recruiter and I'm looking for hiring a product manager or maybe a developer. So when I type certain keywords that I'm looking for a product manager, when I type the word product manager in the search, so your profile or my profile or whoever has added that product manager in the URL, his profile is more likely to be shown to the recruiter. Okay, so that is something that helps you to a very large extent. Okay, so make sure that you have written something in a type of career where you are in. Maybe a developer, you could add developer or something else. Okay, whatever you feel best suits you. Okay, then second thing that we have is here you can see it's headline. Okay, headline. By headline, what I mean is this section. You really need to have optimized headline. The logic is same, the keyword thing. Let's say if you have not written product manager here, but you are a product manager and I am searching for product manager, like I'm a recruiter and I'm looking for an ideal candidate who's a product manager, and I type product manager in the search algorithm, search thing. Okay, your profile would not be ranked, and if your profile is not ranked, how would a recruiter get to see? Also make sure that you have a good banner image. Okay, you can simply go on Canva and make a banner image. It's very easy. You go on Canva, search for LinkedIn banner, and you will get a list of options. So I made for myself here. Okay, you can go out and maybe there are so many templates available, just go out and edit whichever template you like. Okay, so make sure you change the banner, then you have a good profile picture, and make sure to not change profile picture often, because you know what happens when you have same profile picture for a long period of time, so people start recognizing you from that profile picture. Okay, the more impressions you're making, the more comments and engagement that you do, so people start remembering you from that profile picture. So make this habit of, if let's say you are in a habit of changing too frequently, so maybe you can reduce the frequency by 6 months or maybe a year or more. Okay, then as we spoke, this part is very important. Okay, make sure that you are highlighting all the key things that you do. Then next we have is, you really need to have a sexy about section. You really need to be very precise of what you do. This is the about section. Okay, and from here you can edit. So you really need to write really good about section. In case if you find it difficult to write about yourself, go out there, check few profiles on LinkedIn of different people and see the pattern how they are writing about themselves, and then after observing those patterns, just come out, write it for yourself on a Word file. And if you feel that you're not grammatically, you're making much errors, you're not so good at writing, so simply after you've written about yourself, go on Copilot or ChatGPT and ask it to correct all the punctuations and grammar, and I guess that's good to go. Like you can very easily do it. Then let's see what next we have. Step 3. Again, the whole point of this about section is that the better you write it, the better words that you're using it of what you do, the higher chances of your profile being discovered by the recruiter. Okay, make sure you've added your email, because when somebody comes on your profile and finds your email, so you are easily approachable. So let's say they want to mail you, they want to get in touch with you, because what happens a lot of time when you are not connected to somebody on LinkedIn, so you cannot send them message. Okay, LinkedIn restricts you. So if in case you've added this email, so you will be approachable. Okay, we'll come on this top skill as well. So let's go ahead and see what's the fourth thing to be optimized. Detailed experience. Okay, detailed experience. Now what I mean by detailed experience is that a lot of time people post, okay, I work as a product manager from when I'm working and when I stopped working, but they barely care about their short description of what they're doing. So make sure that you are writing a short description on what you're doing and what's your role and responsibility. So it could be brief, too brief, that will also work, but it should be optimized. Okay, because sometimes when maybe let's say you are an IoT developer or maybe you're a product manager, and I want a product manager who is good with handling 0 to 1 kind of products. Okay, so when I type certain keywords like I'm looking for a product manager who's good with 0 to 1 product, and here I have written 0 to 1 focused on solving needs, so my profile is more likely to be shown to the recruiter or whoever is looking out for searching. Okay, and then when you are adding these, so you also get an option to add skills around that. Okay, so you make sure that you are adding the skills, and in some cases if you have some certification or anything, you can just add that as well inside the section when you are adding it. Let's see what we have next. So next we have again detailed background of your education. So you come down and you will see education, so make sure you are adding your education, and then a small description of your entire educational journey. One thing more I would like to suggest you all, oftentimes what happens is people add the year they have graduated or the year. So I'm not saying it's a professional thing, but what you can do is while adding education, avoid adding year when you've done education, because sometimes what happens, and this is very personal, okay, key recruiters are looking for candidates who are more experienced or who are more matured, and what happens is when you write like you recently passed out, so the chances of them dropping from your application increases. So it's okay to not add education, the year of your education. Okay, but that can be again a personal choice. Then next we have skills. So make sure you are adding all your skills. LinkedIn, I guess it gives you option to add 50 skills. So make sure that you're adding all your skills. Okay, and once you've added your skill, so when you are adding your professional details, so you also get an option to choose among these skills. You get an option wherein you can choose that while you're doing this job, which of these skills you're using. So you could see here like wireframing. So you see in change engine I've done wireframing, so it gives you option to choose that. Then 7th, recommendation. Make sure to get some recommendation from really good people out there. Maybe you have a manager, you have your HODs or whoever, a good friend of your colleague, whoever. Make sure that you receive at least 1 or 2, 3 recommendation, because that really helps you. Okay, that really helps to rank your profile. And in case you have some extra thing, maybe publication, patent or something, so make sure to add all of that. So the more it's, a lot of time I see college students that every certificates that they are getting, anything, whether it has to do something with their professional journey or not, but they take pride in adding everything. So I would say that's not the right way of doing it. Just add those details, those certification, those training information that you really feel that holds weightage. Okay, adding 50 certificates won't matter. Okay, it could be as less as one or two or three certificate, but it should hold a weightage. Just don't add randomly anything. Okay, because again that also looks overwhelming and unprofessional. Then when you've done some kind of posts on LinkedIn, so you get an option to add it on featured section. So featured section, it covers all the let's say you've done hundreds of posts, okay, but there are few key posts that you want people that, okay, when they are visiting my profile they should mandatorily view those things. Like recently I took a session at product physics wala, a product session, okay, so I've added that, and then I have written some articles around product management, so I have added that, okay, and then some new features I launched for my company, so I've added all of that. So make sure that all the quality content that you have shared on LinkedIn should be added in the featured section, because it helps you to really have a very good profile. Okay, so this is one of the very important factors, which is the step 8 of optimizing your profile. Then a very important aspect is upload your resume on your LinkedIn. So make sure to make a really good resume, and we'll talk about how to build an amazing resume as well. There are multiple platforms, but you can also design it on Figma or different tools. Figma will be studying, it's a part of product management. So you can go out there and make a good resume. And once you've made a good resume, so how do you upload it? It's very simple. Okay, just click on me section, then you see settings and privacy, click here and click on data privacy, and then you scroll down and you get this option, job application setting. Go there and add your resume, upload your resume, and make sure that save resume, these both features are turned on. So now what happens is, in your job section, let's say you're applying for a job, so recruiters can easily see your resume. Okay, but make sure that you've made a really good resume before you're uploading it there. Okay, then I have added the steps here. Okay, in case you forget, you can maybe watch the video again, the steps, and I have also shared it on the slide. So the PDF version of this slide you will get in the description section as well. Then the most important point is, how do you make an amazing content, or the first post, how do you make your post, how do you write contents? Okay, so if your goal is to be a content creator on LinkedIn, so you can go out and write as many posts as you can, but quite few of you might be like, I find it difficult to write. Okay, I find it difficult to write. So for them I have like an advice that whatever thoughts you're going through, okay, whatever activities you're doing daily, just keep noting them. So what I do is, whenever some random thought strikes my mind, so I just write it down somewhere and I keep collecting those thoughts. Okay, so in my notes I just go and write that one liner, one liner, one liner. And during weekends when I'm free, so what I do is, I just elaborate those points. Okay, so let's say I had written maybe 5 points, 5 different topics, so I'll go and elaborate all those 5 points. And then what I do is, to keep it simple, I'll show you. What I do is, when I feel that, okay, I'm not sure if my grammar is correct or not, have I optimized it well or not, so I just simply go on Copilot and just see what I do. See, improve this. So I had written this article, so I'll just write improve this and I'll put it in double inverted comma, and then Copilot rewrites the article, correcting all the grammatical thing. Okay, correcting all the grammatical thing. So see, again, just fix the grammar and structure. Again it has written for me, you can see. And then once it has written, I say share some hashtag to the post on LinkedIn. Then I optimize those hashtag, and then once it's good to go, I simply go and post it on LinkedIn. And by the way, that's the very immediate post that you see right now on my profile. Okay. So it's very simple. The game is very simple. Okay. So now why I am sharing this with you guys is because when you are studying product management, you will come across a lot of very interesting topic. You will solve a lot of interesting case studies. You will make prototypes. You will make tear downs. You will do a lot of things. So make sure that whenever you're writing something, whenever you're doing something, just come and post it on LinkedIn. Somebody or the other will notice, someday or the other you will be rewarded for that. So make sure, don't wait for results, just keep doing it. So throughout the session, make sure that whenever I am posting something, like whenever I am teaching something, whenever you're watching any of the session, and when you go back and do work on that, so make sure that you are posting it on LinkedIn. Don't care about that it's the best article or not. It could be as worst as you can think of. Just post it, because once you post it, you gain confidence of doing it again and again. And once you've gained that confidence now, you keep doing it more and more and more. And once you keep doing it more and more, you start figuring out the mistakes that you're doing. So the more you do it, the higher chances of you improving slowly happens. So don't care about if you're doing it right or not, just do it. Okay. If you feel that you have any kind of insecurity in doing it, just try to reach me out. You do have my mail, just send it. Ki, I have written this article for the very first time. Is it the right article to be posted or not? And I'll try my best to reply to all those articles. Now, few things more to be taken care of. So when you are writing an article, so make sure that so what happens eventually is that when somebody forwards your article to somebody, so the chances of your content getting viral is more. If somebody is reposting, again the chances of your post getting viral is too much. And if somebody comes and saves your article, your chances of article getting viral becomes much higher. So let's say ideally if somebody is saving your article, so chances of it to get viral is 4 times. If somebody just forwards 5 times, let's say, if somebody saves it, the chances of it getting viral is 5 times. If somebody sends it to somebody else, so it's maybe 4 times. Repost 3 times. If somebody is commenting, so it's maybe 2 times or twice. If somebody clicks on see more, so again your chances of your post getting viral is too much. Okay. And like or reaction feature has the least priority out of all. Okay. So the more people are engaging on your content, the higher chances of your post getting viral is there. Okay. Now this 4, 5, 3, 6, whatever values I was telling, it was just to give you a gist or an idea about the concept. Okay. So that is what virality factor is. Okay. So the whole idea I would say is when it's easily discover. Okay. So when you've done all these types of optimization that we have just spoken of, you've added a good URL, you have this banner image, your title is good, and then you have a great about section featured, and then experience, you're going out there and connecting with good people. So all these things cumulatively will help to rank your profile, and once your profile gets ranked, recruiters will easily see your profile and your chances of getting a job is really high after that. So these were some of the basic things that needs to be fixed on your LinkedIn profile that can help you to reach out to recruiters easily. Okay, because adding those keywords makes your profile easily discoverable. So congratulations all of you. I hope now you will go out and optimize your LinkedIn so that people can notice your work and you can have a good personal branding out there. So I'll give an example to this. So Zubair, so he was my student at LPU at one of the cohorts, and he did everything that I'm sharing with you all. And because he optimized his profile so well, you can see here everything. See, his profile is optimized so well. You can see he has written really some great articles and cases. Okay, he has written really great articles and posts, because of which, see, because of which he got a job opportunity from Languify. Okay, and by the way, this is one of the examples that I'm showing. So because his profile was so optimized and people noticed it, and he got job eventually. So that's the importance of keeping a good and healthy profile on LinkedIn. All right, so now same is the case with just like we studied for LinkedIn, similarly you can go and create a good Medium profile. If you're a product manager, you can go out there. Medium is basically for writing blogs. So you can see I have written so many blogs here. Okay, so again, see, on even I have optimized the URL here on Medium. So you can edit on Medium, you can write as many articles as you can, and then everything will help you to be noticed on internet and create a good personal branding. So similarly, have a good profile on Instagram, YouTube, and maybe sometimes later we can also talk about how can you create a good profile on Medium, Instagram, and YouTube as well. Maybe not now, but somewhere in between the upcoming sessions. Okay, so I hope this is really going to be very helpful. If you still have any doubt, any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to answer those. If you have any feedback, so as you all already know that in the description there might be a feedback form, so go and drop a feedback, because that feedback is not going to help me, rather it's going to help you indirectly. Now what do I mean by that is, when you give me a feedback, it helps me to optimize the session, because when I'm getting feedback, so I would improve on things drastically, and when I improve, so the result would be for you, because you would be able to I would be able to cover those topics or that style of teaching that maybe I'm lacking. So that is going to eventually help you and me. Maybe indirectly it will help me as well to be a better teacher or a better instructor. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you so much all of you for attending the session. See you all in the next session. Bye bye.